Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Operations Room, a podcast for COOs. I am Brandon Medsinga, joined by my lovely co-host Bethany Ayers. How are things going, Bethany?
Uh, I'm really tired. It's Friday. It's been really hot. I
Yeah,
know we're
yeah,
in London, and this is basically what Londoners do as soon as it gets over 25
overheated.
degrees, which is what, 80 something in America.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, legitimately, we've had a pretty hot run, I would say. 30-degree plus weather for 4 days in a row. I mean, it was pretty brutal. I think night number three, French doors are open in the master bedroom, and it was as hot outside as it was inside, and there was no what do you call it? No breeze, so it was just boiling.
It was horrible. There's no relief from it. So, anyhow,
Yeah.
exhausted, not sleeping, it's finally cooled down, and then went to a COO roundtable dinner last night.
Oh, you did?
I, I did. It
Oh,
was really
nice.
good. It was a SAS one.
Oh, the SAS one. Oh, I missed out. Okay. I had my all hands last night, so we had drinks after the all hands. So that was my preoccupation.
Right. Well, it was really nice. It was in a new restaurant. I mean, because normally we go to Zetter House or Zetter Townhouse in Farringdon, and this one was Art Yard and Bar,
Okay.
just south of Blackfriars in a brand new hotel, a brand
Hmm.
new Marriott. It was really nice. The food was excellent because with a hotel you're never quite sure, but this was on the side of good food,
Yeah.
and we did our introductions. So I went to a dinner 2 weeks ago. So I haven't been to a
Oh,
round
well, look
table
at you. Oh, my
dinner.
goodness.
I know. I haven't been to a dinner in about 6 months, and then I've gone to two in 2 weeks,
Back
uh,
to back. Nice.
back to back. And so in that one, which was just a more general COO roundtable, we did introductions. And when it got to me, I just said, "Oh, and co-host of a podcast. I'm not sure if anybody here is a listener." And everybody raised their hands. And I was like, I don't need to introduce myself then. So I'll just go on to news. Anyhow, dinner. I kind of said the same thing, and everybody just stared at me blankly, other than a couple listeners. So, anyhow, then I did my intro, the next person, blah, blah, blah. And the person sitting next to me afterwards said, "Oh, I've just discovered your podcast. I'm really loving it." Oh, okay, blah, blah, blah. And then I didn't even think to ask this question. Somebody else did later on. It was like, "How did you find the podcast?"
Mhm.
ChatGPT.
Really?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
How exciting is that? So he put in, he put
SEO
in,
going on here on ChatGPT.
yeah, but it's not even, yeah, it's better than SEO, isn't it? So he put in,
Yeah.
uh, what podcast should I listen to as a COO? And we came up.
Okay. That's great. Yeah, this is actually really good when you think about it. I mean, just more broadly, obviously, Google AdWords and keywords, all that's going to die, pretty shortly, I think. So, ChatGPT discovery, if we're like the premier podcast being presented back to people, that's fabulous.
We didn't even know how we did it.
Well, I suspect, I don't know, but like the fact that we did the custom GPT some time back, we loaded all of our content in there, and they've obviously sucked that back into the vortex of OpenAI. So I suspect they're somehow knowing that we exist, and therefore they're presenting it back to people.
And she's like, growing.
Any other action in the Bethany world?
So it was announced this week that I'm leaving Peak
Hmm.
because I'm leaving in 2 weeks and a day. So it's quite good to have that
Okay.
news out there.
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, that's great. The announcement is out. It's like something off your chest a little bit. You can now talk about it with people.
I can talk about it, and I am immediately irrelevant. Like this is this is clearly how lame duck presidents feel. Like as soon as they know that you're not coming back, it just
Yeah.
doesn't matter. I I
Yeah.
had a one-to-one with somebody where normally the one-to-one is jam-packed with so much content and trying to sort through stuff, and we barely fit it all into an hour. And met on this Wednesday, and like 15 minutes in, like, yeah, I'm done. I don't have anything else. So we kind of like chatted a little bit more for another 10 minutes, and that was it. Okay. Yeah. So now my wisdom is gone. Yeah. So it made me laugh, but then it gave me a bit of extra time back at the end of the day, so I wasn't complaining. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm going up to Manchester next week and the week after, and then that'll be it. And whether or not I ever go to Manchester again, I wasn't planning on leaving drinks, but somebody in my team insisted, so there might be leaving drinks with 3 or 4 people, and then
Okay.
Hand in my computer on the Friday, and I'm done.
Yeah. Okay. So you're giving back the laptop. I feel like somehow, I don't know how I've managed this. Every company I've ever left, I always leave with a laptop, not because I'm stealing it, but because somehow it's part of the package.
I didn't. I have the one from the last time I left Peak.
Hmm.
I don't need yet another
How
one,
many do you need?
and then I'll get a new one very shortly. So I feel like I have
I
one that'll
usually,
tide me over.
yeah, I cascade them down through the family. So my wife has, one of my former laptops.
So my husband cannot handle a Mac.
Okay.
Like just having the buttons on the other side.
Yeah, confusing. Okay. So
Yeah,
he's the actual like a PC user, is that what you're saying?
I know, isn't that incredible? Like
That is
somebody who
incredible.
chooses to use the Microsoft world.
Yeah, yeah. It really does date people. Like all sorts of things date people these days. Like the latest one that we had spoken on some time back. But like if you're not, on Notion, knowing Notion, using Notion, you're yesterday's news.
Yeah, I mean, I think it either dates people or just is corporate people
Yeah,
because
yeah.
corporates
MS
only
Teams.
use fucking Teams.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, and but they're all in this Microsoft world. So
Yeah, yeah. Somebody was asking me, so they use MS Teams, and I guess the chat that's part of MS Teams, and they were just about to move to Slack, and they're all very nervous. I'm like, what are you nervous about? Like, Slack is 8,000 times better and way easier to use, and yeah, you'll be loving it in no time.
yeah, UiPath is all Microsoft everything, but uses Slack. Yeah, that just goes to show you how shit Teams is.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, Lovely. All right. So we have got a great topic for today, which is navigating through an uncertain world. We have an amazing guest for this, which is Jillian Riley. She's the author of The 10 Permissions, and she is a speaker and change facilitator as well. So before we get to Jillian, just wanted to walk through her 10 permissions and just reflect back on our conversation with her and see what we think.